Well, I told them I don't want them to be uncomfortable, and Pam said she wasn't uncomfortable.
6:30. Yeah, it doesn't get short again. I remember.
I just wouldn't be dropping all of this. Right. That's the word on the street. You are.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everybody, to our September 18th Board of Trustee meeting. Roll call, please. Heigl? Yes. Shineberry? Yes. Siamaco?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Come over to you, Pat, for,
Thank you. This is our public comment section. Public comment is a period of not to exceed 30 minutes per meeting. Residents or guests wishing to speak are required to sign in on the sign-in sheet provided. Each person will be given 3 minutes to speak, express their compliment or concern. Each person will be called to the podium in the order listed on the sign-in sheet. Yielding of time to another person is not permitted. Respectful communication between the audience, the board, and the board and the audience is expected. If the person is not able to comment due to the 30-minute time limit, please email your compliment or concern to me, Pat Myers, at pmyers@blendonTWP.org. I've got the sign-in sheet here, and as of now, there's no one asking to speak.
okay. All right. Thank you. So we will move on to trustee comments. Selena, would you like to
I
take
can.
the lead?
Adam Sears, our code compliance officer, and myself have a meeting scheduled this week with Chief Jeff Johnson, who's with Ohio Department of Natural Resources. He's in the division, he's their division chief of natural areas and preserves. Adam and I have been meeting with not only he, and had discussions with over past several months with numerous professionals pertaining to native, sustainable, and biodiverse growth within a residential community. Once we have enough information and a viable path forward, we will be ready to draft a resolution and submit it before our zoning board for consideration. So we're getting a lot closer to that. And just please continue to send me your aqua water bills and hardship letters. I'm trying. I need your help. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Kathy?
Yeah, the deadline has passed for entries to Blendon Blooms, and we appreciate the entries that we received. We all know that the drought has affected gardens this year, but we did get some good entries. The staff will be reviewing the submitted photos soon and judging which entries win a prize, and then it will be posted on our township Facebook page and website. And the only other thing is that October cleanup days are coming, so be preparing for that. October 4th through 6th. That includes the dumpster shredding and tire disposal. It's on your Blendon Township yearly calendar.
All right. I want to talk to you about our Blendon email notification system. Some of you people have already joined, and others maybe haven't heard of it, not familiar with it. So this is addressed to you and to our live stream audience as well. We have found that many residents are turning to electronic communications to connect with us. So residents can sign up to receive a monthly email notification, which includes public safety notifications, emergency alerts, and other important information directly from the trustees and department leaders. We don't share or sell your information. You can opt out if you decide you don't want to continue receiving it. Sometimes we send more than once a month, depending on if something comes up after we've sent the first one, then we'll send another. But this method of communication provides us the opportunity to directly engage with our constituents and reach you quickly and easily with a variety of information. So, you just go to our website, blendonTWP.org. You'll see in the upper right corner a button that says Contact Us. You select that, it pops up and says Register for Blendon Township email notifications, and that's all there is to it. So, wanted to share that. And that is all I have for today. So, we'll now do the fiscal report, which is Joanne's report, but I'll just take the lead here if that's okay. All right, the meeting minutes. Colleagues, have you had the opportunity to review the minutes from September 4th, 2024?
Yes, and I'll move to approve them as read.
All right, we have a second?
I second.
All right, there's a motion on the floor and seconded to approve the trustee meeting minutes from September 4th, 2024. Any discussion? No. Hearing none, call for the vote, please.
Heigl?
Yes?
Shidaberry?
Yes.
Siamato?
Yes.
Thank you. We also have meeting minutes from the special meeting which was October 5th. Have you had time to review those minutes?
Yes.
Yes, and I'll move to approve the special meeting minutes from September 5th.
I'll second.
And we have a motion on the floor and seconded to approve the meeting minutes from September 5th, 2024. Any discussion?
No.
Heigl?
Yes?
Shidaberry?
Yes.
Siamato?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Also, purchase orders. Did you have the opportunity to review the purchase orders?
Yes. I'll move to approve the purchase orders as they were presented.
I'll second.
There's a motion on the floor and seconded to approve the purchase orders as presented. Any discussion?
Heigl?
Yes?
Shidaberry?
Yes.
Siamato?
Yes.
And lastly, the bills. Did you have the opportunity to review the bills?
Yes, and I'll move to pay the bills.
I'll second that.
All right, there is a motion on the floor and seconded to pay the bills. Any discussion?
No.
Heigl?
Yes?
Shidaberry?
Yes.
Siamato?
Yes.
Great, thank you, ladies. Moving on to administration, back to you, Pat.
Thank you. The first thing I'd like to do is ask you to pass resolution 2024-33, accepting the changes to the current cemetery structure from April 12th, 2024, becoming effective today. You all had a chance to review that. We made a few changes. Nothing major. One of the things, when someone says they're a resident and they show ID they're a resident and they want to buy a plot from someone else, we need proof that they're related or what have you because of the pricing structure. So that wasn't outlined in there, so people say these 5 people are like kids and they're all going to be buried here, but we didn't know for sure if they were. So we're asking for ID on that to make sure they are, as far as that price break is concerned. And then we had an issue with a person wanting to do something on their headstone, doesn't matter what. It's very, very inappropriate. So we've added some language under the monuments and foundations, not allowing, everything has to be appropriate, and if there's a dispute, it would come to me, I would review it, and then speak to the trustees about it. But it just didn't make sense to have it in the cemetery as far as respectful. So those are the main things. Really just kind of trying to make sure the residents get the biggest benefit prior to non-residents.
Okay, so I will go ahead and make a motion to approve Resolution 2024-33 to accept the changes to the current cemetery pricing structure from April 10th, 2024, effective September 18th, 2024, as presented.
I'll second.
And there is a motion on the floor and seconded to approve Resolution 2024-33. Any discussion?
Yeah, I have a little discussion. There may be some additional changes in the near future. As you guys know, I've been working to try to get the recordation of deeds in place since January. And currently, I imagine many don't know, because our recorders don't even know this, that cemetery deeds are not recorded, but that may soon change. From my research in October of 23, the Knox County Recorder enacted House Bill 33 and Ohio Revised Code 517.07. From that, it's my understanding that the Ohio Recorders Association is meeting this week to discuss this further with all Ohio County recorders, as many of them are unaware of the changes and how they'll work. I personally feel this is great news because it can be extremely difficult. I don't know if any of you have tried to get a duplicate copy of a cemetery deed from any cemetery. I'm still waiting, and it's been 3 months, not from ours, but it's a typical problem. So I think it's great news. If they are recorded, we should be able to go directly to the recorder's office to get a copy instead of trying to go through the actual cemetery to get it. It should save everybody a lot of time and hassle. Now, there may be a small charge. It didn't sound like there'd be a large charge, but we should know in the coming weeks what's going to happen, and we'll make that information available to you as soon as we know. But that could ultimately require another resolution in the future. So just wanted to prepare you all for that.
And I'd like to add, Pat, thank you for working on revisions to that.
And the charge that you're referring to, Delina, that's not
No.
Linda's charge,
No,
correct?
it goes
That's
to
from
the
recorders.
person, yes. And I don't know at this point if it's going to be mandatory or if it's going to be optional, but from the initial research, I think it was like $35 plus so much per page to record it. But believe me, I have spent weeks trying to get a copy of one and still don't have it. So it would be well worth it, I think, to be able to pay $30, $40, $50 to get a recorded copy of a cemetery deed. So we will make sure everybody knows as soon as we have more information.
All right, thank you very much. Any further discussion? Call for the vote, please.
Heickel?
Yes.
Shinaberry?
Yes.
Siamaco?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to change the agenda. I'm going to skip the third thing and go to the other motions. I'll go over the special meeting thing in a minute. I'd like to get the motions out of the way first.
Okay.
The zoning commission met last night, and they have approved a recommendation to the trustees to set a hearing date to hear a map amendment and a text amendment to the zoning resolution. So tonight, the two motions are you setting the time and date for that. What we'll do is we should set that the same night as our next meeting. We'll have our regular meeting, we'll exit the meeting, we'll come back into the hearing, we'll have the hearing all on the same night. So probably 6:30 to 6:30, we'll have our meeting. After that, 7:30, we have the zoning hearing, and then we'll move from there. So this is an opportunity for you guys, you'll have all the materials at least 10 days prior to that meeting to review that, and then the zoning commission has recommended you do approve it, but it'll be up to you whether you approve it or not. So tonight, these motions are simply setting that meeting, those two meetings.
Okay. Well, I will go ahead and move to set a public hearing before the Board of Trustees for zoning case number CZ 2024-01 on October 2nd, 2024 at 7:30 p.m. at the Blendon Township Senior Center located at 6330 South Hempstead Road, Westerville 43081. That's where we are. And further authorize and direct the zoning inspector to make the amendment available for public examination and to give notice of this public hearing by publication in all accordance with applicable law.
I'll second.
We're going to move. You made the move.
I made the motion. Okay, so there is a motion on the floor and seconded to set a public hearing for CZ 2024-01, the map amendment. Any discussion?
No.
Heickel?
Yes?
Shinaberry?
Yes.
Siamaco?
Yes.
So that was the map amendment, and the next motion is for the text amendment.
Okay. I will make the motion for CZ 2024-2, the text amendment. And so I move to set a public hearing before the Board of Trustees for zoning case number CZ 2024-02 on October 2nd at 7:30 p.m. One will just follow the other, correct? Okay. At the Blendon Township Senior Center located at 6330 South Hempstead Road, Westerville, Ohio 43081, and further authorize and direct the zoning inspector to make the amendment available for public examination and to give notice of all public hearing by publication in all accordance with applicable law.
I'll second.
And so there is a motion on the floor and seconded for a hearing for CZ 2024-2, the text amendment. Any discussion?
Heigl?
Yes?
Shittaberry?
Yes.
Schumacher?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. A couple more things. I received a couple inquiries about special meetings, the need for special meetings, why we have special meetings, and so forth. So I wanted to just kind of give an outline for the public so everyone understands. Special meetings of the Board of Trustees occur at times other than regular trustee meetings. Meetings are public meetings and require the township to post that notice, time, date, and purpose of the meeting 24 hours prior to the meeting. They're typically posted in front of this building and the administration building. We've generally used special meetings to enter into executive session. Executive session is a legal off-the-record conversation. There are 3 reasons the trustees frequently and can go into executive session: HR, employment, and collective bargaining issues, pending court actions against or for us, and buying, selling of property. In executive session, no decisions are made, and there are no minutes taken during executive session. The board may not vote or act on any item during executive session. Any vote or decision is made after coming out of executive session and returning to the regular special meeting, so that the action is an open meeting and part of the public record. This is all according to Ohio law and outlined in Ohio Revised Code 121.22. The dates and times of special meetings don't always associate with this meeting because of the people involved. We've had meetings, special meetings at 5:30, 6 o'clock to interview people because it just had you folks doing it. But when we do executive sessions for other employment issues and so forth, we've got staff, maybe the police chief, we've got legal, sometimes 2, 3 lawyers. So we're at the mercy of their schedule to make sure everybody's involved. So that's why we sometimes see things at 11, 2, whatever works for them. So special meetings are called so all the necessary people can be present. So I just wanted to get that out there so everybody understood exactly why we do that and how we notice those.
I got a very general question. Could I just ask it?
Send me an email.
Yeah, it's very general, not specific at all, but it will probably benefit everybody in here.
I'd really like you to send me an email, if you don't mind. If you want to stick to the point. Thanks, appreciate it. Next is fraud training. The auditor of state sent a message out about 2.5 weeks ago telling us that everybody had to take the fraud, abuse, and waste training. Everybody, from part-time people to the trustees. Everybody has done that. I've received all certificates and all signatures of authorization that you've all taken it. Everybody's taken it. So I've got that all ready, and that'll be, I'll have that on file, Joanne, for audit purposes. The next thing I'd like to point out is everyone's pretty aware there's a police levy coming up, and Chief Belford and Fiscal Officer Joanne Berry are going to do a public Q&A for the police levy. That would be held, correct me if I'm wrong, Chief, October 7th at 6:30 p.m. right here in the Senior Center. That'll give folks an opportunity to come in and ask Chief and Joanne questions regarding the levy and so forth. So I'll be putting that on social media. We'll be putting that out there so people will see it. But we at least wanted to let people know that's coming. Okay? I think that's it.
The dates.
2024-34 needs to be.
Oh, yeah. So I would also ask the trustees to make a motion to approve the 2025 meeting dates as presented. I did change one thing. We went to, instead of having bi-weekly meetings, which put us at 27 meetings for the year, we went 2 meetings per month. So there's 24 meetings.
And more importantly, that coincides with the payroll of our staff. So I will make a motion to approve Resolution 2024-34, which is the approval of regular trustee meeting dates for 2025.
I'll second.
So there is a motion on the floor and seconded for Resolution 2024-34. Any discussion?
Heigl?
Yes?
Shittaberry?
Yes.
Schumacher?
Yes.
And now that is all I have, I promise. Unless Joanne forgot something else.
Okay, so did did you have any human resources info for us?
Nothing going on, well, I guess you're right, I did forget something. We did post 2 jobs. Senior Center Director is retiring, so we posted that job on several different sites, our website, our Facebook page, LinkedIn, Ohio Job Boards, OhioJobBank.com. So the Senior Center Director position is a full-time position that's been posted. And we also have a position as a part-time bus driver for the Senior Center, and that's been posted as well. Hoping to have applications in by October 15th so we can begin interviewing and make sure we have people in place when the retirements happen. So, just pick that off yesterday.
All right, thank you. Okay, Maintenance Department, Matt, you have an updates for us?
Nothing to report this evening.
All right, you go on to the history.
Every year on the first Wednesday in October, departments across the country observe coffee at the top. Blendon Township will be participating, and we'll have officers handing out free coffee at Hoover Dam, 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. on Wednesday, October 2nd. Time to stop by and talk to the police and let us know what your concerns are and ask the officers questions. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Announcements, I have a few. Our next trustee meeting is October 2nd, 6:30, same place, which is here, and also live stream. We also have Coffee with the Cop, which is October 2nd, that Chief Belford just talked about. Saturday, October 5th, Swaco's hazardous waste pickup is going on up in Westerville. It's Saturday, October 5th, 8 to 2. It's at the Westerville Public Service Department. It's a great time to get rid of all those hazardous chemicals, and they don't go in the regular trash and in the land. Enter their department off of Schrock Road, and they have signs. You can go on their website, and they will tell you a list of permissible and non-permissible items. October 14th is Columbus Day. Our offices are closed. And then Kathy already addressed our cleanup day, October 4th, 5th, and 6th. We have the dumpsters you can bring and do some major cleanup of your yard, your basement, your friends, help them, whatever, and bring it, put it in the dumpsters. We have tire disposal, and we also have document shredding from 10 to 2. That looks like all of our business. It's great to see everybody, and we hope to see you again. So I will take a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll move to adjourn the meeting.
Motion on the floor and seconded to adjourn, and it is 6:52. And the meeting's now adjourned. Thank you. Oh, we didn't? Oh, well.